Our first speaker today is Reverend Michael Chaney. He's the priest in charge at the Episcopal Church of the Epiphany here in Savannah. Please give him a really warm welcome.
They're over here, so water here.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much for hosting this. We know why we're here. It's because the impact of this bill is devastating. And the hardest hit are children and families. Medicaid, cut. Children's health insurance programs like Peach Care, cut. School lunch programs, food assistance programs, cut. Medical and food assistance, cut. So the rich can get richer. And this is happening at a time where food insecurity is going up at a national level, particularly in rural and southern counties, like right here in District 1 of Georgia. The cost of food is rising as wages are stagnating. Nearly 39% of households with incomes below the federal poverty line are food insecure. Single parents are the most affected, moms and dads. Let that sink in. Children are going hungry in our country. Food is getting more expensive. Our nation's food banks are already stressed out. There's a growing demand for their services from the earlier tax cuts. And once SNAP rolls are purged and people are forced to use food money on things like medical care, demand for food will continue to surge. Our food banks right here in District 1 of Georgia are routinely depleted. Again, children are going hungry. This is not a political issue. This is a moral issue. I'm a person of faith. And when I heard the Speaker of the House said that the credit for this new legislation was to God, I had to consider this. God gets credit for legislation that takes the food off the tables of children and veterans and the elderly, while booting 16 million people off health care? God has nothing to do with this abomination. That's blasphemy.
That's right.
These lawmakers who call themselves people of faith must be held accountable. In the words of the prophet Isaiah, woe to those who make unjust laws, to those who issue oppressive decrees, to deprive the poor of the rights and withhold justice from the oppressed of my people, making widows their prey, robbing the fatherless. Amen. I know we're not all people of faith out here. I get it. But regardless of our cultural traditions and where we come from, we hold a common desire to work for justice, to love our neighbors, to comfort the afflicted. And this is why we are here today. Caring for the hungry is a fundamental expression of our faith in humanity. So what can you do? I know that we are exhausted, and I know that we are tired and scared. One thing you can do is to pick up an extra can of food while you're shopping. We have boxes over here for a food drive. Donate to a local food bank. Canned goods, peanut butter, non-perishables, that stuff can make an incredible impact in a family's life. If you can, donate a little money or maybe a little time to a food bank. And remember this, when it comes time to vote, we're going to hold Buddy Carter and his Republican buddies accountable. They are harming people. None of us can afford to sit out on our civic duty any longer. So talk to your friends, talk to your neighbors, and talk to your families. Talk with compassion so they understand the importance of where we are today. As a person of faith, well, the kingdom of heaven is like this. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me. We are bigger than this bill. We are stronger in our will. And our love will overcome in our communities and at the ballot box. Thank you for being here, and thank you for caring.